Hello guys, and welcome to another video. It definitely feels weird saying that because I haven't said that in a while, but hopefully I'll be back. I am trying, keyword trying, to do one video a week at the very least, so I'll try to see if I can do that. Eddie is very busy at the moment, but hopefully I can get that done. But yeah, as most of you should know, this weekend there is the weekend comp for the combined weights of your two heaviest weighing whitetail deer shot, well, whitetail bucks shot with a 2 for 3 over 30 meters with one shot. So we are going to try our luck at that. I was planning on doing a 200 whitetail grind anyways. I've really been wanting a 200 scoring Whitetail typical for a long time. I've been playing this game for a while now, so yeah, and I've got more than 1,000 whitetail harvests without one of those guys. So that's all. Those are the two objectives for today's hunt. And so yeah, without any further ado, I will get you guys out there. This buck called about 6 to 7, maybe even 8 times while coming in. So I honestly expected him to be smaller, but I'm not going to complain. But he's got a very low weight, so I don't need to get out of the tower to shoot him. Actually, can't remember if it being in the tower of me or me being in the tower or not mattered. But anyways, its max weight was 75 kilograms, so wasn't going to help me at all. But yeah, it's not going to help me in any way. Not going to help me in my 200 grind or in this comp, so just 71.8 as you guys can see, and 109 scoring. And okay, king of the whitetail. So there on my red dot, when I just after the intro, I that actually counted for the comp as well. But just after my intro, I had a buck call um, on my red dot there, so hopefully we can find him. He called once. Yeah, there he is right there. That's 85 to 100. Okay, yeah, he called just the side of the red dot, and then I called him a few times as I was on my way to the tower, and then he answered on the red dot just before I got to the tower, and then never heard from him again. So, yeah, we're gonna go and try and find him, especially with that weight estimate. So yeah, let's go see what we can find. I luckily found this guy again, but he is not in a good spot. If I can get up on this rock, he'll be in a much better spot. Yeah, there he is. How far is that? 23 meters. That's a different buck? Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna take him right there. He looks just like the other buck. Nice, he's down. But yeah, I just caught his estimate was 130 to 180, so totally different buck, but also a very good looking buck. Long tines, just doesn't have the points. That's again at 6x6. That's a low weight, so he wouldn't have helped me in that comp at least. I want to say low 160s. 159, so I expected as much. Now, let's go find the other buck I was tracking. Interesting situation. Let me just change this out first before I do anything. Because I have this guy in front of me. Well, he actually came from behind me. Now let's try. Okay, nice, he's down. Then I have these two guys. That's okay, 95. This guy has all the potential to be a giant. Yet he's just missing points. He's a 6x6, so yeah. He's got long, even tines. So if only he had all his tines, he'd be one beautiful whitetail. But unfortunately, we can't get everything wish for. And this guy, I don't know. I want to take that shot, but I feel like that's pushing it a bit with the recurve. Actually, I don't think so, but how far is that guy? 36? Actually, I can scoot over here. Think I might be able to do that. Yeah, this small guy is not that important, so just get the Parker out and range that guy. Watch him go stop behind a tree again. How far are you? 25. Okay, that's doable. Don't go stop behind the other buck, please. You little chine. Okay, well, let's take this opportunity to sit and observe this guy. Yeah, he's a nice semi-vert. Only had all these points. Now, it's just time to drop him right there, and we'll claim this guy and him quickly. This guy is just the typical 110 to 120s buck. And it's a low weight, so none of these would have helped me in that comp. 114. And I'm not going to run because you never know what else could be in the area, especially when you're using bows like like that right there. He is off to that side. Oh, didn't even mark him. Come on. Okay, nice. He's over there, so we'll go check him. I am going to guess mid 160s on this guy, just because his tines are so long. Yep. Nice. Where's this guy now? His weight estimate only goes up to 95, so he will definitely get me an entry now in the comp, but yeah, it didn't drop him. But it is near to impossible to drop a whitetail with a 243. What is running in the background there? Okay, that's black bear. But yeah, he'll at least get me an entry in the comp, but not like it will be a good entry because I think my other buck weighs 77. And yeah, I'll just share with the 243 because I don't have the patience to wait for 110, 115 buck to take years to come in. So let's go see what he has to say. Shoulder blade long actually. That's more penetration than I was expecting from the 243. And 119 and 89.6 kgs. That's going to put us in 213th place. So that's definitely not going to be winning us that comp. So I'm just going to try and stick to the path here, and we'll be ending in elk territory soon. That's another thing I want to grind again. I have been trying lately to grind a 400 elk, but as Binky keeps on making obvious to me, is that it's not an easy grind. Even though he shot his 416 scoring elk right outside the North Lodge. Yep. Yeah, and that's that buck that I just spooked. And yeah, but 200 whitetail and 400 plus elk are just as rare, so I mean I might as well grind them both. Man, oh man, oh man. That is a decent looking whitetail. 160 to 200 and 80 to 90, so I don't need to shoot him over 30 meters. And so I'm just going to shoot him with the crossbow. How far is it? 28 meters. Okay, so I'm just going to shoot him with the crossbow so that I don't need to bother with the bow. Don't have to take a chance in spooking him. What is that track? Did I ever get off his track? Or is that a different buck? Okay, no, that was him. He is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's a 16 point. He's got potential. So let's see. I say at the very least he's going to be 170, mid 170s. What? How? 16 points. I guess Binky was right about Hyrax. As you guys can see, I am now on Whitetail Island, and at the first tower I already have 3 bucks, but unfortunately they are all just little guys, and that guy is down. There is a second buck here just behind me, and a third buck out there in the field. He is coming in with a doe though, but yeah, even though these are all brutally average bucks, I mean, 3 bucks to start it off with is not a bad way to start the hunt. I just decided to switch over to Whitetail Island because I don't recall ever shooting a 180 plus whitetail on Red Feather, even though I've hunted Red Feather Falls the most between these two maps. For whitetail that is. And then again, my PB is off of Red Feather Falls. I mean, off of Whitehot Island, and I'd say 90% of my 180 bucks or so come from Whitehot Island, so I tend to have better luck on Whitehot. So yeah, let's see if it produces. This buck has finally made it in, and so we are going to try and take him right there, and he's down. I do have 2 does around the tower now, but that's all that's here, so doesn't really matter at all. And that was actually a bad shot. We'll just forget that happened, and we'll pick up these 3 bucks. And yeah, perfect shot, low weight, and 112. So not. That is a 4th buck. This is indeed a very good start to the hunt. So we will call him in. And as most of you should know by now, well, those of you that have been watching my videos know that I only use the bleed caller. I do not have the grunt caller because I just find it a waste of money. Because it does exactly the same thing, it just sounds different. I mean, the beat caller definitely isn't the best sounding caller in the world, but it gets the job done for free, trying to put it that way, because you get it for free when you start the game, and the grunt caller you have to buy, obviously. So yeah, I'll rather use something that is free than have to buy something that just sounds better. Well, this is interesting. For a buck that called that much, I wasn't expecting an estimate of 150 to 190. I do think he's on the lower end of that. I haven't really gotten a chance to see his rack properly, but he does look like a 14 point, which at the best would be 170s. So yeah, that's probably the 5th or 6th time he's called on his way in, which is interesting. I was expecting him to be a 50 scoring buck with all of that calling, but yeah, hopefully we can get him down. Well, we'll get him down, and hopefully he scores at least 170s, because that will be the biggest buck, and this is the first hunt on Whitehot, and literally I have gone 400 meters. I do think this guy is actually going to be 160s, but yeah, I'll take that any day. Well, 160 is not the best, but it's decent. Let me just check it. 1, 2, 3. No, that is a 7x7. Is that a sticker? Yeah, that's a sticker over there. It's got decent time length. I want to say 165 on this guy. 172. So I was right in saying at best he'll be low 170s. So we'll just nab a quick picture of that guy. So I don't think that looks too bad. I just need to fix my character now because he is not wanting to cooperate. And there we go. Let's just get that centered. And nice. By the looks of it, this guy's got 2 stickers. So that would have brought his score down a little bit, but not by much. He doesn't have the full points and stuff to be a big guy. But that's a decent start to the hunt. I wasn't expecting that when this guy called from so close, but I mean, I will take that. That shot was a lot higher than I wanted it, but I rushed the shot, so I mean, couldn't expect anything else. Don't think this guy is big either, but it's a very decent buck. Another 14 pointer. So, and it's a nice high rack. That's a very heavy buck too. Let's see. Yep, just as expected, 163. So that's more like my average buck. I never used to get a lot of 160s bucks, and then all of a sudden I just started getting a lot of 160s and 150s, and I never used to get 150s and 160s. So my life changed, but that's really 2 decent bucks this hunt, so which is promising. This hunt definitely slowed down a lot since that last buck. I haven't seen any whitetail bucks since that. And once again, same story as Red for the Falls. Um, very nice looking buck. Great long tines, but seems whenever I find these nice bucks with the tines that they need to be giant and the width, they just seem to be missing a lot of points. And I'm just gonna take this guy with the crossbow because just for a bit of variation. But yeah, as you guys can see, I've come a long way since the last buck. I shot him right there. So it's been slow since then, but I'm not going to complain because I've already had 3 decent bucks this hunt. This guy is probably going to be high 150s or low 160s, but I am guessing on he's at 12 point, so I'm going to say 161 just because of the length of his tines. Actually, not far off. 159.9, which is pretty decent. But we'll carry on and see if we can't find that 180 plus. I did fast travel over to the golden tree stand, and I am in a bit of a predicament here because got a max score, max weight estimate coyote, and I've been spotted. It's a coyote. Oh, and I missed him. Fudge. Okay, but anyways, that's that coyote. Seems like we didn't have to go far to get this guy, actually. I just thought that I'll sit tight and hopefully he comes back, and seemed like just that happened. So, been seeing a lot of people's games crash lately, so let me just rather pick him up before anything goes wrong. Don't think that was him. Yeah, that was not him. That was the other guy. So fingers crossed that he's decent. I like that weight. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay, so we don't know where you're going, but we'll snap a trophy shot of him quickly. Don't think that looks too bad. Coyotes are kind of tough to set up for trophy shots, and I actually regret talking to myself or thinking to myself. I was actually watching a video this morning, and can't remember of who, but anyways, shot a 2858 coyote, sorry, and I actually thought to myself, I would actually mount a 58 coyote if I ever get one, and now I've kind of shot myself in the foot because I have gone and done just that, and now I am second guessing mounting this guy, but we'll see. Okay, so I did end up mounting that coyote, and there he is, as you can see, and 58.039 score. So yeah, that's a very nice coyote. I am just disappointed that I didn't check the competitions for coyotes because I was only planning to be hunting whitetail and elk, so I checked their comps, but overlooked the coyote comps. So that's unfortunate, but yeah, it's a very nice coyote in the end, so I am definitely not going to complain. So yeah, I take that as a successful hunt, and I will see you guys in the next one.